Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Meet the Hosts, a little meet and greet with Inspiration Television Network. I'm Janetta Lake. I'm not Janetta Alston Lake, for those of you who've known me forever. And I'm the creator and founder of Inspiration Television Network. And our slogan is, inspiring you is what we do all day long. And I wanted to give every host a chance for you to get to know them a little bit better. And today I have the amazing, the incredible Sharmaine McAdoo. Let me tell you something about this woman. I've known her a long time, but I've really got to know her the last several years. And I have to thank Nikki, thank you, my niece, because we've been dancing around this topic. She keeps saying, Monty, she calls me Monty. That's another story. Monty, you gotta have Sharmaine, you gotta talk to Sharmaine. And then the same day that I thought, I dreamt this, I gotta call her. Nikki sent me a text saying, what about Sharmaine? I said, I already prayed for her. I'll keep you posted. So here we are. She is an amazing woman of God. She's an amazing woman, period. And I want you to know, when you watch her show, it's not what she does, it's who she is. It's a calling to her. She's all about making a difference. She's all about an impact. She's all about self, giving of self. And she has service all written all over her heart, I promise you. She's beautiful inside and out. And before I cry my lashes off, I'm going to introduce you to the amazing, the fabulous, the incredible Sharmaine McAdoo. Hey, boo.
Hey, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I know how busy you are, so thank you for taking the time out to do this today. All the hosts are doing it, and I get excited each time. I go, oh, I get to talk to somebody, because you all have such a story, and every host has your own that God gave only to you.
Yes.
So tell everybody about you, sweetie, and what you want your show to do, the impact you want your show to leave.
Sure. Well, my name is Sharmaine McAdoo. I am a native of Brooklyn, New York, currently residing in the suburbs of Maryland. I am extremely excited and grateful for Ms. Janetta, who has been a blessing over the years. But in this particular season, she has pushed me into something that I probably would never have thought of or never imagined. But in due time, God always has a season in which He elevates you and He puts you on a platform that you're not comfortable with. And that's why I know it's of Him. Because oftentimes we put ourselves on platforms and it doesn't work out. But when we allow Him to do it, everything has a plan and everything works out for the good. So I'm enjoying this experience. In this particular last few months that we all have been closed in and we've been isolated from the world, I've had the great opportunity to allow my skills and my abilities and my gifts to be used in such a way, again, that I never would have imagined. Since March of this year, I've become a licensed insurance agent. I've become the CEO of a nonprofit organization. I've always been in ministry. I'm serving almost 20 years of being in ministry. I've served as youth pastor, executive pastor. I've served as missionary, deacon, usher. But now God has brought me to a place of being CEO. I take it not granted. I take it not for granted because I know that's nobody but Him. In the middle of a pandemic and still being able to have resources to tap into something different where people are losing their jobs and people are not having food. He sees fit to allow me to be blessed with something like this, not to bless myself, not to edify myself, but to be able to touch other people and say, what do you need? And wherever we can help you, that's what we're going to do. So my nonprofit organization is faith-based. That's all I know. I'm a church baby, so that's all I know.
That's all you need. That's all you need, Mama. Sorry, I couldn't help that. It's like,
So it started out really years ago, and I had the opportunity. I've always had a heart to help people and encourage people. I've always taken on what they say, other people's burdens. When I feel like somebody is going through something, I've always taken the opportunity. And so as I was at Morgan and everybody else was out partying and club, that wasn't me. Not that I was judging them, but it just was not me. That was not in me. And so I was taking the time of sending an email out that was menfreetopraise@yahoo.com. And I would send it out to family members and friends, just encouraging them and giving them the word of
Wow.
God, but also letting them know that besides any of that, that there's somebody always there to be a blessing. And that's been instilled in me, family, parents, but especially my grandparents and their siblings. There were so many things that they wanted to do in this world, and they weren't able to because of lack of education, because of lack of opportunity, and just because of the times that they lived in. And I promised myself if I ever got the opportunity that I would stand on their shoulders and that I would help others. And so that's where Free to Praise really comes from. It comes from the depths of my heart in standing on my ancestors. And I'm particularly grateful for them, even in a time of pandemic like this and you're missing your loved ones. I get the joy and I get the peace because I know that I'm doing something in this particular season to bring a smile to their face. And I know that they are proud because this is what they've pushed all of us to do. And so Free to Praise Solutions Incorporated is based upon helping those that lack resources and services in their community, in their neighborhoods. We're basically giving them an opportunity to tap into whatever we have, whether we have it directly with our skills and abilities or reaching out to partners and affiliates. So that starts first from Sue's Corner. Sue was my great grandmother. And so I felt like that was the best way to start there. Sue's Corner is based upon helping the seniors and being an advocate for the seniors. Some of them don't have the ability to reach out, to know how to fill out legal forms and applications for Medicare and Medicaid and things of that nature. Some of them can't go out to do their personal grocery shopping. Some of them don't know how to use the internet. Some of them don't know how to maneuver through this pandemic. And so basically we have stood up to the place and said, wherever we can help, that's what we're going to do. And then we have mentoring, we have counseling, we have career development. We recently just had a seminar where 7 young people, random, reached out to us and said such a blessing to them because now they know how to go and actually look professional and talk professional in our actual interview. We also will provide event planning for those that need weddings, celebrations, and don't have the resources to do that. We're going to pull together with some of our sponsors to do that. We're going to reach out to businesses and organizations, especially ministries that suffer because they don't have the resources. In this pandemic, many of them didn't know how to reach out to their people. They didn't know what Zoom was. They didn't know what conference calls were. And because of that, they had to close down because their organization could not maneuver. We don't want to see that happen.
No, we don't.
We want to be a blessing. We want to be a blessing. And so there, whatever, and
Lord,
an added
moment.
Yes. So many other people are coming in with ideas and to provide to us of what we could do to help in the community. What's great right now, because we're in a pandemic, we have the ability to help so many virtually. So we may not be able to get to Arizona, but we're still blessing people in Arizona. Right now we have, what we have is a holiday blessings. It's pretty much the same conception or the same idea of angel tree, but basically I've called it holiday blessings. And we look to bless only 2 families, but the way it was set up is that once we put it out there, we got so many sponsors that we now have fully been able to sponsor 10 families with not only gifts, but we're now connecting with another organization in Pennsylvania who's going to provide food and clothes as well. And so we're really blessed. We feel really blessed. We are still looking for other ways to bless other people. That's what we live for. I am a midnight insomniac, so I don't sleep. And I just enjoy the time and being able to bless others. So I get to praise break. Praise break again stems off from what is being done in this season. I can't get away from that praise part because that's what sustains me. That prayer life, that's what sustains me. I have a prayer call that is 4 times a week where I intercede with the saints and we praise together. And that's what's getting us through this pandemic. Amen. And I'm trying to teach other people that you don't have to sit there. You don't have to swallow in your depression. You don't have to sit there with the blinds down, but you can just lift up a praise. You can lift up a prayer and you can tell God all about it. And not only God, but God will give you people in your circle, in your environment that will lift you up. And that's what praise break is going to be all about. It's going to be a offset of Free to Praise. We may not be able to touch everybody on our website, but we know that Amazon Prime and Comcast and all the other ventures that are going to come out there, that we're going to be able to touch lives that we wouldn't be able to do in a regular arena. So we're looking forward to that. We're going to have insurance information. We're going to have resources and services provided on a weekly basis. We're going to tap into others who have been through something, who've used praise and prayer to get them through their situations. We're going to have victory reports. We're going to have so many different aspects of Praise Break that we're going to bring to you, and that we're going to hope that it brings some type of unity and peace and understanding and compassion to your very homes. We're hoping that that battered woman will be able to crawl out of her situation. We're hoping that that man that's doing the battering, that his mind will be changed because he knows that somebody cares for him, that somebody's praying for him, that there is an opportunity to get out of what he put himself in. We're hoping to get to the mindset of that murderer and that victim of abuse. We're hoping to reach the nations, but we're hoping to reach the hearts of people that are ready to receive.
Woo, let me tell you something. We're going to say goodbye now. No, I'm not kidding. There's enough to be said. And I'm the woman that hollers. I'm sorry. I was like, come on. Because that's what I do too. It's just like, I was so excited about what you were saying, because as I introed you, I said, it's not what you do, it's who you are, mama. It's who you are. And you're going to make such a difference, not just with ITN and everything that you do. And before we go any further, I want you to give out the website information. How can they find you? How can they donate? How can they contribute? We can all do something. And we'll pick it up right after that. But go right ahead. Let them know how they can. Email address, website, whatever you need to do. This is yours.
Sure. So we are at www.freetopraise.org. So that's www.FREE, the number 2, and then PRAYZ.org. www.FREE, the number 2, PRAYZ.org. At our website, there is a donation page. So if it's led on your heart to give, there are various ways. We have Zelle, we have PayPal, we have Cash App. So whatever way that you desire to sow into us, we will be glad about it. Trust and believe, it doesn't go into our pockets. We're just looking for other ways to bless others. And if you have ideas for us to bless others, feel free to also share that on our page as well. We're also on Facebook and Instagram, as well as Twitter and LinkedIn. It's always under Free to Praise Solutions. For Facebook, it's Free to Praise. For Instagram, Free to Praise _Solutions. As well as LinkedIn, it's our entire name, Free to Praise Solutions Incorporated. Our phone number is 410-774-6170. We receive texts at that number as well. So whatever way that you need to contact us, if you know there's a family or a single person or a senior that is in need of some type of service and they might be a little shy, go ahead and intercede for them and let us know, and we'll be glad to also help them out as well.
Thank you for that. And I want to add, this is not, I know we're doing Thanksgiving videos for all the hosts, but this is not just a seasonal thing. This is what she does. She and her organization, they do all the time.
Yes.
So feel free, you have information, go ahead and donate. Let this be part of your tithing into her ministry, tithing into the universe to make a difference, because it takes all of us to do this. Yes. And be a blessing and bless somebody else. Bless somebody else and be blessed. However you need to hear it, just do it. Just give them the information. Do you see why I'm loving her? Do you see why I'm thanking Nikki forever for this woman? And before I ask you what you're thankful for, I'm thankful for you.
Wow.
The moment I approached you about this, you were like, sure, I'll do it. Not only did you say that, you said, what do you need? How can I help? Whatever I do will do for you. It was just every day. Every day, I get a text from her every day. You doing all right? What's going on over there? I'm praying for you. What's happening? How can I help? We can help with, she helped me in Zoom one time. I couldn't find the whole password. Whatever, it's another story. But, but it's the little things and it's the big things. And she has just opened her heart and life to me. And I am so thankful for you, the woman you are, the ministry that God's put in your heart, and the difference in lives that you're going to make. And I'm telling you, ITN would not be the same without you. So I'm thankful that you're here. And everybody, you have her contact information. If y'all don't donate and put her up, And not just now, all the time. Christmas is around the corner. It's going to be very different holiday seasons for everybody this year. Now is even more imperative that we step up and make a difference because so many people are not going to have, it's going to be a very different holiday season for everybody. Okay. So, Ms. Sharmaine, what are you thankful for? Before I had to stop because I was going to start crying. Anyway. And Cindy always says, Mama, don't cry because your nose is going to turn red and you're going to look like Rudolph. Like, I don't need my nose matching my lipstick right now. So it's your turn, Mama.
Well, I think that the tears are authentic. And I think that when people know you and they see the authenticity, they appreciate the tears. So it's okay. We receive it well. We receive it well because we know your heart and we know your heart for people and we know the desires of your heart. And so what I am grateful for, wow, I have so much to be grateful for. First, I'm just thankful for life. This season has been really, really rough. I've lost family members to the pandemic. I've lost colleagues in the ministry. I've lost friends to the pandemic. Total for me that directly affected has almost hit 40. And then currently other family members and friends currently fighting with it right now. But I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful that I still have my right mind. We take it for granted so many times, but I'm just grateful that he's kept my mind. Second of all, I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful that in spite of being separated, that we have the ability to connect through Facebook and Instagram and conference calls. I'm grateful that the internet did not cut down. I'm grateful that we're still able to live and to breathe and to celebrate one another and to still have virtual celebrations. Third, I am grateful for just the fact of all of those that are connected to me. Especially this year, I'm thankful for a young lady by the name of Miss Janetta Lake. She has been a tremendous blessing, not just from this point forward, but she has been a blessing even virtually over the years. She has supported me, she has pushed me, she has let me know that she's behind me and she stands behind whatever I do.
I've been following you a long time.
She called.
I'm following you a long time.
Yes, yes, yes. And so they always say that Facebook has its quirks and things of that nature, but I take the high road on Facebook. Facebook has truly been a blessing because we have been able to connect and stay connected to some great people. There are people that are right in our atmospheres that don't encourage us, that don't push us, that don't tell us that they love us or support us. But the fact of having somebody behind the scenes who doesn't necessarily have to be on the phone with you every day, but to know that they love you and support you and will just fight for you, that is a blessing all by itself. Then I'm grateful for every first responder this year. I'm grateful for all of those that felt they needed to stay on the line and to help us in every area, whether delivering our mail, whether feeding us, whether showing up at the hospital and making sure we were okay, being at the bank, like gas station, like the little things we take for granted. They didn't stop. They kept going, even when we couldn't do what we needed to do. I'm grateful to have a job. So many have lost their jobs, but I haven't lost one paycheck. Not only did I not lose a paycheck, but God added paychecks to my bank account.
Praise moment.
So I didn't have to
praise moment.
Yes. And not only did he do that, with us being a new nonprofit, it took funds out away from our paychecks. But even in that, we didn't stop eating, as you can tell. We didn't stop giving others, but we were continuously blessed. I take that not for granted again, because I know that was nobody but him.
Come on, nobody but him.
We have to give him the due glory that he deserves. And so today I'm just simply grateful. And this particular Thanksgiving, I'm grateful, and the turkey is fine and the stuffing is fine, and we look forward to that. But I'm just simply grateful for life. If I wake up in the morning, for me, then my holiday is already set.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, I think it's time for an altar call, Pastor. I got the song to sing for. We're going to have an altar call in a minute. And I don't mean that in a blasphemous way. I'm just saying that's a word. And we all need to wrap our hearts and minds around that. I cannot thank you enough for everything that we've said to each other and then some. And I want to thank Nikki because if I didn't have my niece had known you, I wouldn't know you. And so I owe you, Nikki. And I'm just thankful for you. IT would not be the same without you.
Oh,
And thank you for hanging in there with me. Thank you for trusting the vision. Thank you. We all know that success is not just from here to there. It's all of that. But you
yes.
never stopped believing. You never stopped encouraging. And days you have no idea, days I needed it. Because people don't understand, it's not one show. It's a network. And I'm okay. I know
And
God
as I
gave
and as
me.
I always tell you, after you have suffered just a little while, God will perfect those things concerning you. He didn't say how long the while will be,
No, he
but
didn't.
he said after he's done what he needs to do, that he will
That's one
perform,
of my
he will
favorite verses.
deliver it.
That's one of my
So
favorite verses. I say that all
hang
the
in it.
time. And I don't say worry or I'm concerned. I say, God, I know you will perfect that which concerns me. And I go down the list. This concerns me. So and so concerns me. Because worry and fear, that ain't what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, so that's one of my favorite verses. That was confirmation of something you had no idea. But thank you. That's an anointing, honey. Okay, we're going to stop now. So, thank you. I love you beyond the stars. And just say happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Sure. So I just want to wish everyone a happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving. As we shared, this pandemic is very difficult. Free to Praise does offer on December the 21st, we offer a seminar, webinar called Self-Care and Depression. So visit our
Oh,
website, visit
good.
our Facebook page. It is open to everybody and anybody. We definitely want to make sure that we get through this next year. We don't want to hear about any suicides. We don't want to hear about anybody having to go to the psych ward. We want to know that you are taking care of yourselves. And so we are grateful for each and every one of you. We don't have to know your name to be grateful for you.
God
We
knows
want
it.
you to know that we are simply grateful for you. We wish you a happy, 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 safe Thanksgiving.
I love it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And I ditto and second and everything else that Miss Charmaine said. Pastor Sharmaine said. So, do you see why you don't need to miss a moment? When we air, when we launch, you don't need to miss a moment of all of this greatness. Okay? I want to thank you for tuning in. You ain't seen nothing yet, and we want to wish you all a happy, happy, safe Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.